Will Everton make life difficult for the Blues at Goodison Park, or will Chelsea walk all over the Toffees? Watch until the end of this preview to hear all of my thoughts on today's match. Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my Everton versus Chelsea preview for the game which will be taking place today at Goodison Park in the Premier League, with kickoff being at 4:30 PM UK time. So what I'm going to do for you guys in terms of this preview is that firstly I'll be giving you the team news concerning both sides, and as always I'll be starting off with the home side, which in this case will be Everton. Then I'll be giving you my lineup based on the team news, and lastly I'll be giving you my score prediction along with Charlie Nicholas's score prediction and some of Google's probabilities. So without further ado, let's get straight into this preview. So getting straight into the Everton team news, there are two stories concerning the Everton first team, and the first one concerns Seamus Coleman and Leighton Baines, and that is that they are both in contention to return for Everton as they welcome Chelsea today. That's the first story out of the way. The second story concerning the Everton first team is to do with Kurt Zouma and Phil Jagielka. The first part of the story is obviously to do with Kurt Zouma not being eligible to face Chelsea because obviously he's on loan from Chelsea. And the second part of the story is that Phil Jagielka is unlikely to return after the upcoming international break. So that's the Everton team news out of the way. I do apologise if I stuttered there, but yes. Moving on to the Chelsea team news, there are also two stories concerning the Chelsea first team, and the first one is to do with Gonzalo Higuain, and that is that he could return to face Everton after missing our second leg against Dynamo Kiev due to illness. But yeah, that's the first story out of the way. Hopefully he is back because we might need him. But yes, that's the first story out of the way. The second story concerns Cesar Azpilicueta, David Luiz, Jorginho and Eden Hazard, and that is that they are likely to start or expected to start today against Everton. So that's the team news out of the way. So moving straight on to my lineup, and as always starting off with the formation. You can all guess what I'm going to say next, but it is going to be a 4-3-3 with that deep line playmaker involved. And in terms of the personnel in which I've chosen, I've gone with Cesar Azpilicueta at right back, Antonio Rudiger and David Luiz in the centre back positions, with Emerson Palmieri at left back. I've gone with a midfield three of Jorginho in that deep line playmaker role, with N'Golo Kante and Ruben Loftus-Cheek just ahead of him. Now the reason why I've chosen Ruben Loftus-Cheek is because Mateo Kovacic hasn't been playing too well recently, and I'm not sure if it would be a good idea for Ross Barkley to start against his former club at their ground. But that's just me. I think Ross Barkley is good enough, but I've just gone with Loftus-Cheek for those reasons. In the front three, I've gone with Willian at right wing, I've gone with Gonzalo Higuain up front, and in the left wing position I've gone with none other than Eden Hazard. So that's the lineup in which I've decided to go with. Now getting into the prediction section of this preview, which is of course the last section, and starting off with Charlie Nicholas's score prediction, he has gone with a 1-1 draw because he honestly doesn't know what Everton are about. They're just trying to get to the summer and see if they can keep their fans on side. I've gone with a few draws this week, and I don't see this being any different. Everton will double up on Eden Hazard and try to suffocate the game. Gylfi Sigurdsson might get a goal. They're not expected to win, but if they keep their organisation and get something from it, the crowd will go away fairly content. That's fair enough. I can see Everton making it really hard for us as well, but that's for the end of the video when I give you my score prediction. Moving on to Google's probabilities, they've gone over a 22% chance of an Everton victory, a 27% chance of a draw, which I think is ludicrous, and a 51% chance of a Chelsea victory. Like I just said, I think that's ludicrous because Everton, they're not a bad side. I think they're a really good side, and they should be higher in the table. But that's due to their inconsistency, I guess. But they should be higher in the table because look at the players they have. They have players like Theo Walcott, Gylfi Sigurdsson. The list goes on. Idrissa Gueye, I believe. The list goes on. But yeah, I don't necessarily agree with those probabilities. But yes, moving on to my score prediction and concluding this preview by doing so, I have gone with a 1-0 Chelsea win because I can definitely see Everton making this tough for us. But I think that Chelsea will be persistent and get the job done. Hopefully that happens because it's about time we beat Everton, or at least scored a goal against them, because in our last 2 Premier League games against them, we haven't scored. It's ended in the last 2 Premier League games against them have ended in 0-0 draws. But yes, that is the end of this preview. I hope you all enjoyed it. Like, comment and subscribe to my channel if you're new. See you all very soon. Come on, you Blues, and peace. Let's beat Everton at Goodison Park. Come on, Chelsea.